Everybody, it's about Ethiopia today. This is the second most populated country in the continent. This is the only country that has never been colonized. And this is the country that most of his music, and when you talk about entertainment, more than 90% I would say, is talking about the patriotism of the country. This is the capital city of African Union headquarters. They are actually located there. This is the country that is actually having the biggest dam in the whole entire continent, and it's 100% fully funded by Ethiopian people. This is the country whereby the first man on earth was found in. This is the country where I just did a news a couple of days ago. More than 3 million years Homo teeth has been found by scientists in Ethiopia, showing that, there have been actually people living there 3 million years ago, right here in the land of Africa. And also, this is the country that it's actually, I don't know about other people's experience, but I would say this, one of the biggest airlines in the continent. And I think it's leading airline in the continent, not only competing with African airlines, but also international airlines, is Ethiopian Airline. And for this, I remember during the time of COVID-19, Ethiopian Airline cargo was used to transport a lot of things like masks, all the way from South Korea going to United States. They actually use Ethiopian Airline, and that was the time that it actually really rose up on the map, and they even had an award. I had an opportunity I was so close with the branch manager of Ethiopian Airline of South Korea at that time, and I had an opportunity to make even the content about it. They're here on YouTube. So okay, I can go on and on talk about Ethiopia, but today I'm going to talk about the new project of Ethiopia Airport that is expected to be built. And this new airport is going to cost $10 billion. AFDB, this is African Development Bank, commits 500 million to Ethiopia's 10 billion airport project, set to be Africa's largest. And let me just tell you this, guys, it's not just going to be Africa's largest, but it's going to be one of the largest airports in the whole world. And it's worthy, guys, because Ethiopian Airline is one of the biggest airlines in the continent. I was really surprised first time I landed to Ethiopia, Addis Ababa Bole Airport, and I saw hundreds and hundreds of Ethiopian airlines. Not small ones, but bigger ones. And I was shocked and surprised because I came from my country, and different country in the continent, you'll find some few like make tens and tens of different airplane, and they're not locally, but they are actually foreigners. I was really surprised. Like you find Emirates, you find Qatar, but in Ethiopia, it's different case. When you land at Bole International Airport, you'll find hundreds and hundreds of Ethiopian airlines. They're lined up there. And I think this has been used as a Pan-Africanism airline, because a lot of people, they're actually using that. If you want to go to Asia, you're going to use Ethiopian Airline. It's actually one of the cheapest, I would say, compared to Qatar and Emirates. So you go to Ethiopia, land there, and then you go to, to whatever country you come from. So basically, Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, has been the center of meeting of all African people have been landing there in Ethiopia. So with all these credits and all these whatever celebration we talk about, but I think this should not be the reason for Ethiopian Airline to settle for less. This should be the reason for Ethiopian Airline to actually improve their services, because despite of the good service that is giving to Africans, but there's still people who are not satisfied. And you cannot satisfy everybody, but you can always take the criticism. You can always take the constructive criticism of different people who say, okay, I've had this bad experience with Ethiopian Airline, because the people, they do not understand when I talk about this because of the experience they had. But there are people who understands because also of the good experience they had, right? So I think it's the time. We can only agree that when you talk about the entire world, we can look of the, Qatar airline. We can look at Emirates airline. This is one of the greatest airlines in the world, and they're doing really good with their services, with everything. So I think we have a big potential for Ethiopian Airline to actually one day to be there at the top 3, among of the top 3 airlines of the entire world. We have that potential because of where this airline started, right? Actually, it was actually introduced and basically started by African people. I was reading the history. I saw also the fingerprints of some of the African diasporas from the United States. They're actually part of that as well. But the good thing is that Ethiopians were the ones started and initiated everything. And not only that, but right now it's fully owned by the government as well, right? So it's a very something to be proud of. And I think because the name is Ethiopian Airline, so some other people, they're still having this nationalism, and they're like, no, I'm just going to support my country's airlines. But, I think different. We have Tanzanian Airlines, we have Kenyan Airlines, we have South African Airlines. I think all the airlines, we should support them, because if one airline prosper here in the continent, credit goes to all of us. That is an African airline. Ethiopian is an African airline. It's doing really good in the market. You know what I'm saying? The credits come to Africa at the end of the day. Even though one of my suggestions is that we'll have a Pan-African airline that will unite all of Africans, and not that too expensive that people cannot really afford to travel from one place to another place. This is one of the other things that I think Ethiopian Airlines should work on, because it's actually very expensive, honestly. When you want to travel in one African country to another African country, it's very expensive. So maybe it's one of the things that they can work on in order for, people can afford it, because you have this market, not for international people, but primarily, you want your people, like African people, to be able to use it. And if it is too expensive, then nobody can use it. You know what I'm saying? They'll just settle for something less than using airline. So maybe we could work on some different kind of plan that we could have. This is the most, okay, you have first class, you have business class, that is way too expensive. But also you can have, for common mananchi, ordinary people, so that our people can actually use it, not as a way of this is luxury transportation, but, make it affordable for the African people. And I know you do that sometimes with different promotion, but this is one of the things that I can throw out there, because our people, they deserve to use, their own airline. But that aside, there's a reason why Ethiopian Airline is very successful, and it is where it is today. And I think this is the right move to actually expand the airport of Ethiopia. All right, this is going to be the largest Africa's airport, but also one of the largest in the entire world. And African Development Bank is committing to give 500 million to Ethiopia. Guys, we wrote this news on Swahili Nation Network. Go on Instagram, you'll find this news. All right, it's right here, Swahili Nation Networks. If you go, you'll be able to find it. We're sharing a lot of news. Go and enjoy. The African Development Bank has pledged to give $500 million to support the construction of Ethiopia's upcoming mega airport. The announcement was made. All right. So basically, they announced that, and one thing that you need to know, that the construction of this airport is going to give a lot of employment to people, but also it's going to give a lot of respect specifically to the country of Ethiopia, but Africa at large as well, because this is among of the one biggest airports in the entire world, right? So it's something to celebrate for Africans, and it's $10 billion. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money compared to some of the airports we built in our continent. This is a lot of money. $10 billion. It's a lot of money. And for the past couple of years, Ethiopia has been doing wonders, to be honest, in the transformation, in the construction of its own country. If you go to Addis Ababa today, you'll find a completely different city, right? If you go to Gonda, Fasil Castle, you'll find the castle that has been there for over 400 years, but right now it has been reconstructed again. It looks modern, but also it looks oldish. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. You look at the lodge, you look at the the hydroelectric power, GERD. You look at the cement, factory that has been initiated. You look at the different parks. all over the country that have been, planted by, His Excellency Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed. You look at all these things. Ethiopia has been under construction for the past 5+ years. And there's a huge transformation that's been happening in that country. Regardless of anything else, it will be really bad and really sad if Ethiopians people cannot really see it, what is happening. There's a lot of people, African people in the continent, they wish they will have even like 5% of the productivity that is happening through Ethiopia's regime. I'm not here to defend anything or to defend anybody, but what I'm saying is there's a good things that are happening in Ethiopia, and it is wonder in the eyes of the rest of Africans. Well, a lot of time we don't get to see it by ourselves. I mean, in our own countries we don't see it, but just hear me out. Hear me out today. That Ethiopia is rising so fast. And since Ethiopia is the second most populated country, if they keep with this pace, and if, we get rid of this tribalism and all this tension between one tribe and another tribe, if we work on our present, for the sake of our future, and not really look at the past and try to do revenge today, I think Ethiopia, it will be in a very beautiful position a couple years from now. And Africa will never be the same again. Because Africa's transportation is much better with Ethiopian Airline in it. So if Ethiopian Airline was not there, then maybe we'll be struggling right now with Africans' transportation. So now even electricity, because of JERD, is going to provide a lot of electricity in so many different countries in Africa. So let there be light in Africa because of the project that is happening in Ethiopia. African Union and everything else, you can keep mentioning one after another one. Africa is so much in better place when one country in the continent do better. So this is the wake-up call. This is the kudos to Ethiopia for such a good initiative. And this is the wake-up call to Ethiopians and wake-up call to Africa as well, that things can be done, things can be changed, and development can be brought in our continent. We have the zeal, we have the money, we have everything it takes to make it possible. No excuses, no running around, no blaming others, but we must be accountable and responsible for this continent. Because if we don't build our continent, nobody else will. If we don't protect our continent, nobody else will. And that's why we're asking you guys to sign the petition down in the comment, in the description of One Africa right now, for one passport, one army, one currency, one phone call. Please go ahead, read the petition and sign it up, because Africa, it will be in so much better place if we were one people. And the time is right now. We have no more time to delay. Long overdue, and now it is the time to act. The time to act is now. Ethiopia, Amasa Ginalo. See you in the next one. This is the journey to One Africa.